this morning, I looked outside my window where children lighting up the Christmas tree, and the snow is falling. It reminds me of the good times, those winters we would spend just you and me. It's been such a long time, but tomorrow's Christmas Day, and I am on my way. I'm coming home for Christmas. Yes, I'm coming home to you. Oh, how much I missed you. Wanna spend this day with you.
Hi everyone, Michelle here from the Age Graceful channel. How's everyone doing? Happy holidays, by the way. How elegant were those looks? Those are the most beautiful ladies that I know. Well, guess what? It's the month of December and it's time for another KIRF collab makeup look. This month we'll be doing looks that include the shades green and gold, and we must wear sparkly jewelry. So you've already seen like a sample of what's to come with the other ladies, so make sure that after you watch my video that you go into my description box and head on over to their channels and watch their makeup looks in full. I'm sure you'll enjoy it, and I'm sure they will appreciate it. I'm just getting home from church. Well, not just getting home. I've been home for a little bit, and so I wore just a natural look to church. You'll kind of see what it looks like, just something really simple. So I am going to cheat a little bit. I'm only going to do my eyes, and I'm going to re-powder my face. Please understand. It's the holiday season, and I have so very, very much to do. You'll get an opportunity to see me put my makeup on in full on the Beauty Over 40 videos that are coming on December the 20th. So make sure you look out for those. So before I begin, I'm going to show you or share with you the palette that I'll be using today. I'm going to be using the Wildness by the Beauty Bay. These are some spectacular shades, and I think that there are several greens that I can choose from here. And there is a beautiful gold. Check out this palette. My nail kind of hit that orange shade there, but other than that, the palette really hasn't been used much. I think I've used it once or twice. I'm going to be using this palette today. The gold definitely that I'll be using is called Ray. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use the shade Forest or Ivy, or I might use a little bit of both of those shades. The Forest shade is over here on the second row, the very first one, and then the Ivy is on the same row, and it's the last shade here. The Ivy and the Forest are both matte shades. And the Ray, of course, it's gold, so it's a shimmer. So I'll be using that palette. And I'm going to be trying out those brushes that I shared with you guys from Loryp. The really beautiful brushes that have all the bling on the handles and ferrule area. And I'm going to try these today to see how they work out. I did wash them already, and they dried perfectly. They've been dry for a couple of days, and they're ready to do some work. Just trying to think, is there anything else? Nothing else new for today. The products that you'll see me use, I've used in the past in terms of like the powder. The powder choice today is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear, and this is in the shade 365. Let me open it up so you can see a little bit better. And this is what the shade looks like. I'm gonna remove these lashes, and of course they would be on here really, really good today. Oh goodness. Have to remove them gently. Now let me set them up right and left, because I will be reusing this same lash. I thought about wearing a lash with a little bit more volume to it, but decided against it. I think that this will be a nice volume. So the shade that I have on my eyes now is like a really, really soft, natural nude shade. And I was going to use that for my transition shade, but I think that I'm going to select another shade here. It's a brown, it's called Earth. So let me just show you that shade here at the bottom, right here. So I'm going to use just a small amount of that as a transition shade. I'm just going to take this brush here. I want to let you know which brush I'm using. This is brush number 7, and it's a blending fluffy. So that's all I need, just to add just a little bit of color to my above the crease area, right in there. Just a little bit. Guys, you'll see a shift in the color of the video from time to time. I'm using a camera with inside of a camera. I'll explain at another time. This is a test just to see how it looks with that light out. I have now selected brush number 12. This is the angled liner brush, and it does have a spoolie on the opposite end. I decided to use this brush to create my outer V area. When you are battling fine lines and wrinkles, the selection of a smaller brush will sometimes help you to create the lines that you need, as well as control the amount of product put onto your lid. If you've ever found that your shadow got out of control and made a smudgy mess, then this should help correct that. This is brush number 10, which is an oval shadow. Now that my shape has been completed, I'm going to use this brush to build up my pigment. This is brush number 8, and it's called a Chisel Fluff. I'm using this brush to pack on the next shade, which is called Ivy. This is brush number 6. It's called a Domed Blending Brush. I'll use this brush to blend the two shades where they meet so that they seem to appear seamless. I'm going back to the first brush I used, which is number 7, the Blending Fluff. Now I will blend over the top of the shades. This sponge eyeshadow cleanser is a great tool to have if you need to work in between brushes, so I'm going to clean up brush 8. I'm using brush 8, which is the Chisel Fluff, and I'm going to pack on my shimmer shade, which is called Ray. This is my first time using this shade, and I'm finding that there's a little bit more glitter in this shade than I thought. And the next time I use it, I think I'll use a little bit of glitter glue because I did feel the glitter kind of fall down to my cheeks. This gold also has an iridescence to it and is really picking up on the greens in my shadow. As you can see here on the back of my hand on this swatch, the gold shade Ray has a lot more pigment when used alone. I'll now return to number 6, which is the domed blender, and I'm going to use this brush to now blend out my glitter shade with that green shade Ivy. So far, I'm really liking these brushes. I want to see how they clean up with product on them, and then I'll give my final grades. But for today, they get a B. Now I will add my e.l.f. black eyeliner, a little mascara by Blink, and this is also in black, Avon Glimmer Sticks to the waterline, and this is also in black. Now I will refresh my powder foundation. I have a little bit of acne on both cheeks, so I'm going to add additional powder to those areas to conceal that acne. I am using my fantail brush to apply my bronzer, which is by Revolution Beauty, and the shade is medium. Now back to brush 7, the Dome Blender, and this is what I'm going to use to contour my nose. Now I'll make my way back to brush number 10, which is the Oval Shadow, and I'm going to add a little bit of that shade Forest to my underwater line area. Time to pop those lashes in place. And these lashes are by Kiss, but I cannot remember which style. To secure my lashes in place, I'm using my favorite Duo Quick Set Lash Adhesive. I love it. It works absolutely wonderful. I'm experiencing a little bit of trouble with this inner corner, but I think I finally got it. My blush is by the Beauty Bakery, and this is the Neapolitan Bar. To finish off, I'll set my look with my Morphe setting spray. Now that the glam is done, let's get on to the glitz. My bow-shaped earrings were purchased 1 year ago for my 65th birthday. I decided, let's pull them out again because I have a birthday coming Friday. Thank you, Lord, for another year. The lippy I selected for this look is by Nika K. It is shade number 929, and the name of it is called Gold Mine. I thought to myself that this lippy might just give me the shimmery sparkle that I needed to complete my look. This shade was really popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. And if you were a woman of my age group, you definitely had a tube. I want to thank all the members of KIRF COLLABS for all their hard and dedicated work in the year 2022. I am excited for 2023. I would also like to thank Jackie Taylor from the Jackie Taylor channel for coming up with the idea for this Christmas theme. Jackie is not with us. She is away on bereavement, and I want to let her know that we love her. Everyone, thank you so much for watching and being so supportive of KIRF COLLABS. Everyone have a happy holiday.